All right, this is a big week every year, the Geneva Motor Show. It's when most of the heavy hitters release their new cars. GM still hasn't released the C8, but it doesn't really matter because Koenigsegg dropped a surprise. And the surprise is the Jesko. And I love the idea that they lead the industry. And you're going to be like, what do you mean? They're a small Swedish car manufacturer. They lead the industry because they raise the bar when the bar doesn't have to move. And the Jesko is now going to be a 1,600 horsepower car, which is bonkers to me. Like the fact, and I've driven the Koenigsegg, the capability is absolutely amazing. And the fact that these cars are able to do this in such a refined manner, in such a refined package, blows my mind. All these other small manufacturers, they build like kit cars, or like Pagani makes cars that are gorgeous, but they don't really perform like Koenigsegg. Koenigsegg leads the pack in performance, and the fit and finish is like virtually second to none. Everything is just meticulous. I was there and I'm watching them engineer stuff that just didn't need to be engineered. Most car manufacturers or even small manufacturers will dip into a parts bin. It's like, all right, we need a sun visor. Go get a sun visor. They'll make their own out of carbon fiber to save 3 grams. It's like, we can make a lighter one, or we can make just stuff that is not required. That brand itself stands alone. And why else do I like Koenigsegg? I think the fact that he named the car after his dad was awesome. I think that he still is able to lead the industry with non-electric hybrid-based models is amazing. And this is the end of it. I know they're going to switch over to a hybrid powertrain to further set the bar, but just the fact that they've been able to do so much on as far as leading the field, leading the industry, as far as I'm concerned, in the hypercar world, with internal combustion engines and turbos and just smooth delivery and technology, is like, I'm floored by it. And then the other thing, Koenigsegg is the first company to go down market. And a lot of these hypercar manufacturers, they make cars and they try to sell as many as they can, and then they release a new one, they try to make more new ones. Koenigsegg's like, oh yeah, now we're going to compete with Ferrari. We were already beating them in the hypercar world. Now we're going to go compete with them directly, and maybe not directly, because they're going to sell their entry model car for $600,000 to $800,000, which is still a big chunk of change. But it's right there with the MSO McLarens, with the Aventadors and the Aventador Roadsters. People are fetching money like that for cars. Then you go over to Bugatti, and Bugatti's a perfect example. They only make super high-end cars. Now they're making a car that's, I think, $12 million. Like, all right, like, we're just going to make a $12 million car now. They went upstream. And then you go to the other hypercar manufacturer, or the other sustainable hypercar manufacturer, which is Pagani. And Pagani makes artwork, and he's finally, and I'm not hating on him, because the Huayra is a cool car, and it's been more of a mass market car than the Zonda, but he's now making his next car, which is coming out in 2021, V12 and a manual. It's got a spot in my heart again. It is what I thought made the Zonda cool. He makes gorgeous looking machines. It's not going to be the best performance, but like the 911R, like a manual GT3, you put a V12 motor behind it and a manual gearbox and a sexy package, and you've got a winner. I think he's going to have a home run with that. And his chassis is either going to be V12 or all-electric, and that's going to be interesting to see. That the all-electric will be competitive, because an all-electric car, by default, they're really killing the game right now in performance, because you can even take like a Model X and lay down some great times, or great like performance statistics, because the electric cars are sort of instant power and it just goes. The only thing is, you run into the longevity issues, and you run into the lack of soul. And Horatio is going to have both. He's going to have the soul, and he's going to have the fast lack of soul, but it looks cool. So he'll be competitive in both markets. But I'm going to be and let's just assume I make more money than I'm making now. I would love to own whatever. I'm sure it's going to be gorgeous. I'm putting stock in his previous cars, which are gorgeous. I would love to own a V12 manual, either Zonda or whatever the new replacement car is. Koenigsegg, I'd love to own. I think the entry-level car is going to be something that's entry-level. $700,000 car is going to be engine. I don't know if it's going to be hybrid or not. I doubt it, though, and I'm excited for that. But Koenigsegg, as I said, leads the charge because that company is more than just a hypercar company. I would say it's a technology company, and it's always pushing the bar just with the free valve technology that they're doing and stuff that isn't really a free valve technology. I'll put a link to the video below. I'm sure there's some video out there JF may have done highlighting the free valve technology. It allows you to shut off cylinders. It allows you to make a smaller, lighter, more compact engine. There's just so much you can do with that, and that's something that's meant for pedestrian cars, really. It could be implemented in, or maybe implemented in the hypercars, but it's really something that can go across the board into trucks, into cars, into everyday use. Koenigsegg, in addition to leading the charge on making badass cars, is also making technology that is relevant to the rest of the auto industry that will help move everybody forward. That, if you're going to ask me my favorite car company and why, that right there sums it up. Leading the pack with performance, killing it with the fit and finish, and then constantly, like, who said, like, oh yeah, 1-to-1's not fast enough? Well, you know what? They did, and they said we can make it better, and they made something that's better. Then they go down market to get to more customers, and they're doing technology that can go across the world, and I wish I could afford more than just a t-shirt. Thank you for watching. If you have any other stuff from the Geneva Motor Show, mention it in the description, you guys, or not the description, but the comments below, and you guys can talk back and forth about that. But until then, I will see you tomorrow, and we've got more updates coming on my project car.